Hi, welcome to the Ceramic Grill Store. Today we're going to talk about the Kamado Joe Classic and how we compare the adjustable rig with the Classic, and even better yet, how we compare the adjustable rig with the divide and conquer system to give you some more expandability for big cooks, access into the charcoal, or 1.5 stair steps on the grilling side of the equation. So let's get into it and take a look. We've created a large adjustable rig combo package for the Classic Joe. It can be the original Classic Joe or the new Classic Joe 2. What we have is our large adjustable rig with its pair of crossbars. What we've also added is our 18-inch stainless grid. Now to the grid we've trimmed this front wire so we can actually take the grid and put it on the lower level of the divide and conquer system where the grids would go. And the third piece to the combo package is our half stone hanger that works in conjunction with the half stones from out of the divide and conquer system on the large adjustable rig. So from a grilling perspective, some of the easy things we can do is we could just take the stainless grid out of the combo, put it down on the fire ring, and now we can grill direct on a simple single grid. If we're looking to add some variability to it, we can add the large adjustable rig with the divide and conquer system half grid on the back side. And now we have a 1.5 grid setup similar to what you're trying to accomplish on the divide and conquer system, except now we have full capability, full access into the lower grid, because what we've done is we're using the 6 inches of height on the rig versus the 4 inches of height on the divide and conquer system to give us the capability of getting in and getting underneath to be able to access the food. What we can do is we can actually take this one step further by adding our half stone hanger. Simply the crossbar on the back side, drop the hanger on top, take one of the divide and conquer system half stones, put it on, and then now add again one of the half grids off the divide and conquer system. And now I've taken the top level and done an indirect setup. Great if we're going to do the reverse sear, or if we want to hold the setup with the food on top of the grid. What we can also do is, with hand protection on, is actually easily remove this stone so it can come in and out very easily in the setup. So 1.5 grids with or without the stone. So for barbecue, it's just simply taking the large adjustable rig, putting it down on the fire bowl, adding the crossbars either on the lower notches like we have it here, or we could actually put them on any of the other 2 notches, but the lower notches are probably the more common use notches. And we're just adding the half stones out of the divide and conquer system to create the indirect setup. Now what's nice about this is we've actually opened up and have a better gap in here to get the air up out of the firebox, so we'll get a little bit better circulation. And then it's just simply taking the grid that comes in the combo and adding it to the top of the rig. Now we have a simple setup for barbecue. And what's nice about this is we can pick it up and take it out to access the charcoal during the cook if we so choose. What we can also do, if need be, is we can take our 16-inch drip pan, which is an accessory, add it onto the stones, and now we have an indirect setup with a drip pan to collect the drippings. I would recommend foiling the drip pan in order to make it easier to clean up. If you're one who likes to have the drip pan up off the stone, we can do that. I'm going to accentuate it a little bit by putting it up on the upper levels. We could put it on the upper levels like I'm going to do, or on the middle levels, and now we can add the drip pan to a second set of crossbars and add again the grid on top. And now we've actually created a much wider gap between the drip pan and the stone. So simply we have some flexibility on being able to move things up and down, and very nice, very straightforward way to do a simple 1 grid cook for barbecue: ribs, brisket, pork butt, slow smoked chicken, or some sausage. We've now taken out the rig and added the divide and conquer system rack into the grill. We can actually take the grid that we're including with our combo package and use it on the bottom section. It's just simply sliding it up underneath and then having the little tabs collect in between one of the crossbars on the rig. We're going to lock it in, and now we can actually grill on 1 grid. If you really have a wild hair, we could actually even take the rig, do something very similar, add it in, lock it into place. Now the difference between this rig and the large rig for the egg is we've actually now have 2 vertical posts on the back that kind of help us lock it in between one of the fingers on the divide and conquer system rack. And then you could add the half grid to the back side. Again, we have the 6 inches, which gives us plenty of access, plenty of capability. We could add the half stone hanger and the divide and conquer system half stone to create an indirect setup similar to what we did earlier. If we want to do a big barbecue cook, say we want to do some pork butts with some briskets or ribs or pork butt, chicken, anything that we want to do on 2 levels of the big cooks, we now have a way to do that with the Divide and Conquer system, our adjustable rig in the large Classic. It's simply, I am set up now with the Divide and Conquer system, the 2 half stones down on the lower ring, the grids from the Divide and Conquer system on the lower level of the Divide and Conquer system, the typical conventional indirect setup. What I'm going to do is go back again and add the rig into the system, and then I'm just going to take our grid again and put it on top, and now I'm set up to do a big cook. I can do pork butts or brisket under here, and I can do racks of ribs or a small brisket or maybe even a pork butt or 2 up here. Simple setup, gives us some capacity into the grill system. We're using our rig in conjunction with the Divide and Conquer system. Very simple, very straightforward. These are kind of the basics that we can do with the combo. What we're going to look at now is kind of how we can expand it with some other accessories such as our slide guide and oval grid. We can add some additional flexibility into the adjustable rig with the Classic simply by using our slide guide and oval grid. What we're going to try to do is duplicate our popular R&B combo for the large egg, but instead of using the oval stones, we're going to use the stones out of the Divide and Conquer system. So it's just as simply just taking the crossbar out of the slide guide, putting it on the front side, taking our slide guide piece and setting it on the middle notches of the rig, adding to it our 13 by 17 oval stainless grid. Now we have a grid that's big enough, that's long enough to accept and hold 2 racks of baby backs or St. Louis style ribs, a brisket or a pork butt or 2. And then we can actually take grid in a combo and add it to the top. Now we have the capability of do 4 racks of ribs, or we could do ribs down here, sausage down here, brisket or pork butt up here. And again, the nice thing about this is we can pick it up and take it out. Real easy way to duplicate our very popular R&B combo for the large egg in the Classic Joe. We can use the rig to do pizza in the Classic. It's simply, this is our barbecue setup we showed earlier. The half stones down on the notches of the rig on the crossbars, and then just taking and putting our pizza stone up on top of the rig. This is our 15-inch stone. It matches up nicely to the 15-inch diameters of the Divide and Conquer system half stones. When we do pizza, we want the pizza stone actually to be as big or smaller than the blocking stones underneath. This is great for thick crust pizza. If I was going to do a thin crust pizza, what I could probably even do is eliminate the Divide and Conquer systems and just go with the 1 pizza stone. Because we're up into the dome, we're going to try to get that rolling effect over to the top side of the pizza. We're getting the stone away from the felt, so we're not worried about pushing heat out toward the felt. Great setup. And again, if we want to add a little smoking wood to the pizza, kind of mimic the brick oven style, we can't pick the rig in and out. As a quick recap, let's just look at what we got. It's the large adjustable rig combo for the Classic Joe. It can be the original or Classic 2, firing firebox or multi-piece firebox. It's the large rig with a pair of crossbars, the half stone hanger with a crossbar, our stainless grid where we shave the front side off. That's the combo. We can add additional accessories to increase capability or functionality. The 15-inch pizza stone, the 16-inch strip pan, or our 13 by 17 oval stainless grid along with the slide guide. We do appreciate your business. Thanks for watching and supporting the Ceramic Grill Store. If you have a question, feel free to call us. Thanks again.